What's the matter?
One of the horses appears to have gone lame, Your Excellency. I'll just see what it is.
What a beautiful spring day, Your Excellency.
Hmm?
How mild it is. Everything's coming out so early. Amazing how they respond to a bit of warmth. Only that old oak wants to sleep on. Stubborn things, oak trees. Never want to wake up. Never want to face the summer again. Look at him. Same old tale, he says. Spring and love and happiness. Don't believe in it. It's all stuff and nonsense. Leave me alone. I've seen it all before.
Must have picked up a stone somewhere, Your Excellency. It'll be all right till we get to Count Rostovs.
Yes, the oak is right. 1,000 times right. Spring is a delusion. The young are deceived by it, but not us. Our life is finished, finished. Just leave me alone and let me live it out. Yes, the oak is right.
Count Rostov, Prince Bolkonsky to see you.
Bolkonsky? Ah, Prince. This is a pleasure, an honor. How wonderful of you to come all the way out to Atradny to see us.
I felt it time I introduced myself.
Of course. It should have happened sooner. Prokofy, tell the Countess we have a visitor. Well, isn't it wonderful weather? Have you come all the way from Bald Hills today?
No, I've been visiting the Ryazan estates.
Ah, the Ryazan estates, yes.
They're in your area.
Yes, of course, certainly.
They belong to my son now.
Oh, I see. And you're here in connection with the transfer.
Precisely. My father transferred them to my son, making me the trustee, since you're the local marshal of the nobility.
Oh, you must come to see me. Well, that's fortunate. Business brings us together where nothing else did. But that means I must send to Moscow for the papers. And that can't be done till tomorrow.
Oh, but surely.
Not possible. But we'll make a virtue of necessity, and you'll stay the night. Wonderful.
No, you seem to have a lot of guests already.
Oh, there's always room. Ah, my dear, see who's here. Prince Bolkonsky. He was visiting the Ryazan estates.
Countess?
And he came to see us. Isn't that wonderful?
Well, you are well known to us, Prince, through so many acquaintances. Seems extraordinary that we've never met before.
And this is my wife's cousin, Princess Drubetskaya, our dear friend.
Drubetskaya, are you related to Boris Drubetskoy?
He's my son.
Ah.
He's told me all about you and how kind you were to him in the early days of his career.
As I remember, I did very little. I'm sure he'll go far of his own accord.
Oh, yes. Boris is very ambitious.
Oh, Prince Bolkonsky was a great help. Natalie, I told you, remember? He used to mention you so often in his letters.
We have some young friends staying with us. There's my eldest, Vera.
Vera, my dear, come and meet Prince Bolkonsky. And this is my daughter, Vera.
Countess?
How do you do?
Captain Berg.
We've met before, I think.
Really? I don't...
3 years ago, I was sharing quarters with Boris Drubetsko at Olmutz, just before Austerlitz.
Ah, yes. I remember.
The Count's son, Nikolai, called in to see Boris. You remember, Count, I told you.
Oh, yes. It was a long time ago now. 3 years already. Oh, how time flies.
So you've met my son too, then, Prince?
So it would seem.
Oh, he's been decorated, you know. He's a real soldier now. Made it his career and everything.
Vera, call Natasha. I want her to meet Prince Bolkonsky.
Of course. Boris, too, has made it his career, Prince. You know he was in Tilsit at the meeting of the two emperors. He was attached to the sovereign's staff.
Really?
Well, he was so efficient, the sovereign was forced to take notice of him. Oh, I heard it, of course, not from Boris, but from Prince Dolgorukov.
Ah, darling. Come and meet Prince Bolkonsky. This is my younger daughter, Natasha.
Hello, I nearly knocked you over.
Yes.
I was trying to scare the others. They'd been so bored all day, I thought it would liven them up.
Well, you certainly scared me.
No, I didn't. I saw your face as I passed. It had that, good God, what does she think she's doing, expression on it.
I didn't realize I was so easily raised.
Are you staying?
It seems I must. I have to wait for some papers from Moscow.
Ilya, darling, why are we all standing up like this?
Oh, forgive me. Prince, do sit down.
Thank you.
I'll order some refreshments.
Coffee! Coffee!
Oh, excuse me, my friends. I'd better join them.
Did you never return to the army, Prince?
No.
What a pity. We heard so much about Kutuzov's aid.
Oh, I did very little, I'm afraid.
Oh, come, Prince. Everyone heard of your run down the hill with the banner.
It's still mentioned even today when people talk of Austerlitz.
Well, one does many foolish things in the heat of battle.
Well, that's just what my Nikolai says. Do you know, Anna, he confessed to me that his memories of most of the battles are quite hazy.
Well, it's well known, Countess, that when the mind is in a high state of excitement, it selects only one or two important things to be aware of. Even bodily sensations are diminished. For example, at the end of a battle, many soldiers find themselves wounded and can't remember when it happened. They're utterly astounded to find blood on them. Even quite serious wounds that only now are troubling them. Isn't that so, Prince? Prince Bolkonsky?
Sonia, come and look. It's just beautiful. Come to bed. I can't. Oh, come and look at this moon, Sonia. Please. Yes, it's beautiful. Is that all you can say? What more do you want me to say? I'm going to bed. Sonia, how can you sleep? I could stay here all night. You should see the stars. There are millions of them. Millions. Oh, I feel as if I could just fly off, right out into the night. Take care, you'll fall off. Oh, Sonia, you spoil everything for me. Well, if I must, I must.
And for her, I might just as well not exist. I wonder if that oak was really right. In a few weeks, he'll be spreading his leaves again, even he. He'll join the rest of them. Spring, love, and happiness, the same old tale. But it is a beautiful tale. No, life is not over at 31. It's not enough to know what I have in me. Everyone else must know it too. Pierre, that young girl who wanted to fly away, all of them must learn to know me, so that my life is not lived for myself alone, but may be reflected in them all, that they and I may live in harmony together.
Yes, we should talk about that. Yes.
You don't mind my mentioning it?
No, certainly. After all, you were right to know. It should be discussed.
I think so. After all, if I were to allow myself to marry without knowing how much I had to depend on to maintain my wife, well, that would be acting very foolishly.
Yes, absolutely. No, I like your being businesslike about it.
After all, the wedding will be soon.
Yes, amazing. Oh, time goes so quickly.
And Vera will want to know.
Naturally.
She and I have budgeted our own income, and I think you'll find we've done rather well with it. The only thing is the dowry. We still aren't sure how much she'll bring with her.
Yes, well, now, let me see. Of course, I haven't got my steward with me, so I'm not entirely sure of the figures.
But you must have some thoughts on the subject.
Oh, naturally. Let me see now. It's hard to be precise, but suppose I were to offer you, say, a note of hand for 80,000 rubles? How would that be?
Well, that's generous, but I have so many expenses. I shall need 20,000 in cash. If you could manage that, I'll take a note of hand for the balance of 60.
Yes, to be sure. Only you must allow me to give you the 20,000 and a note of hand for 80,000.
That's more than generous.
There then, that's settled.
Thank you, Papa. Now I think Vera is waiting for me.
Oh, yes, dear chap. You go on.
What was all that about?
Oh, nothing, my pet, nothing. We've settled the dowry. It had to be done. How are you, my love?
What did you agree on?
Oh, 80,000. Well, I'm giving him 20,000 in cash. They'll need it. Is your headache better?
In addition or on account?
In addition?
We set aside estates for each of the girls when they were born. We've had to sell them. Each year we have to mortgage more and more. Where does the money go?
I don't know. Well, it's not as bad as that.
Ilya, you don't know how bad or how good. You leave all the books to the steward.
Well, he's a clever fellow.
It worries me. I wish Nikolai would leave the army and come home. He could look after things.
My pet, there's no need to worry, believe me.
We keep so many people here, the place looks like a hotel. Sometimes I come in, I wonder if I'm in the right house.
Do you know what I thought of doing?
What?
I thought of going to Petersburg and asking for a government post. Well, that would at least bring in a salary.
Ilya, darling, work?
Well, why not? Other people do it.
But Ilya...
No, my mind's made up. I'm going to Petersburg.
Why don't we all go? We should give the children a last fling before we start the economies.
What a good idea. Oh, what a wonderful woman you are.
Volkonsky. May I introduce myself? I'm Mikhail Speransky.
Of course. I knew you at once. I've been wanting to meet you since I read of your reforms of the government.
That's very kind. There's a great deal to do and too few people, right people, to do it. I read your report on the suggested reforms of the army. I was so impressed.
Thank you. Very little seems to have happened to it.
Well, these things take time and there's a lot of opposition. I just wanted to say how glad I am that someone of your ability is involving himself in this work.
When I left the war, I suffered such a reaction against public work, I became something of a recluse.
You were too young for that.
Well, you know, Austerlitz was an unforgivable disaster. It needn't have happened. It left me only with a desire to get away from it all. So I spent my time reorganizing my estates.
Yes, I heard about it. You're among the first to introduce quit rents and liberate your serfs. How should we generally follow?
Oh, I think it will be given time. There are economic advantages too, you know, that people are unaware of. It isn't all humanitarianism.
Well, I just wanted to say how glad I am to see you back in harness, as they say. We have the ear of His Majesty, you know. This is a wonderful time to be working.
I understand that you're revising the legal code.
That is so. The Commission has been in existence for 50 years and has done absolutely nothing. Do you have any ideas on this subject?
Only in those areas where it touches on the position of the aristocracy.
Excellent, excellent. Let's meet and talk about them. Do come and see me. I think we could have help to each other, and to Russia too. Well, at a ball one must dance.
Are we late? Not at all, Count. The Tsar's not even arrived yet.
No, Sonia, not there.
Oh, for pity's sake, be still. How can I finish your hair?
Just a minute, Mother.
We're going to be dreadfully late.
No, we're not.
Oh, we should have been there at 10 o'clock, and it's 10 o'clock now.
There, that's done.
There, that's better. That's much better.
The hem's done, the hem's
Oh,
done.
where?
There.
Well, fix it. Don't crouch there screeching.
Where's the needle and cotton?
Oh, almost ready, Papa. Don't come in yet.
There. How does that look?
Oh, lovely, Sonia. Oh, you look exquisite, doesn't she, Mother?
Yes, she does. Now, will you please be still? Now, do you want to get to the ball or not?
Yes, of course I do, my darling. Only do hurry.
Yes, well, it's almost done.
Oh, good heavens, I'm so excited. Do you think the Tsar will really be there?
Well, of course he will. Said so on the invitation. The Tsar doesn't say he's going to a ball and then not go.
Oh, Natasha, do you think anyone will ask us to dance?
Of course they will.
I couldn't bear it if we were left standing all evening. And there'll be so many beautiful women there.
But we'll be the best, won't we, Mother?
What a question. Of course you will.
Oh, Olga, haven't you finished
Not
yet?
yet, please keep still.
There, your hair's done. Now, where's the coronet?
It's in the drawer. Oh, just a minute, Papa. Oh, Mother, do hurry.
I am hurrying. It's you that's been dawdling all evening.
If only Nikolai were here, he'd dance with us.
Oh, you'll have plenty to dance with. You don't worry. Now, be
Still, it would be nice to go in with a young man, especially in uniform.
Yes, but Nikolai, he's such a terrible dancer.
He's not.
Oh, he is. He's so stiff. Now, if that Denisov were here... Sonia, do you remember him? What a good dancer he was.
The mazurka, that's all he could do.
But how he could dance it.
There. Now, let me see.
It's beautiful.
Oh, Papa, how nice you look.
You look wonderful, just wonderful. Sonia, my little Sonia, doesn't she look lovely?
How's that?
It's lovely, Olga. Is it straight?
Well, stand straight, my darling. Let me see. How can I tell with you bending over backwards? No, it's not straight. Can't you sew a straight hem?
How can I sew it straight? She keeps walking all over the house.
Oh, it won't notice.
It's your first ball. Are you mad?
Honestly, Natasha.
Turn round.
You
Let me see.
See, the hem isn't straight.
I can't see anything.
Oh, it's as plain as the nose on your face.
Oh, Barbara, it's 10:15. It's a ball, not a competition for straight hems. You need a telescope, see that?
Are you ready?
Oh, Mama, you look lovely.
She looks younger than both of you.
Just a minute.
Oh, Ilya, don't they look beautiful? Well, are we ready?
Ready! The Rostovs are coming. Make way.
Oh, I think they've looked
We must hurry. The Tsar may even be there already. In which case we'll have to wait outside.
Pierre!
I didn't think I'd find you here. What are you doing in Petersburg?
I'm here in connection with the reforms for the army.
You're back in the world, then?
Yes. And you, I saw you come in with your wife.
Yes.
It's not all over then, as you thought?
Well, you know, Andrei, it was for her sake she wanted to come back. It'll never be the same again. Your father, how's he?
Oh, he looks a lot older. You should come and visit us. He'll enjoy arguing with you.
I will. Your sister, how's she?
She's surrounded by godfolk. Like you, she takes solace in religion.
May I present my daughter, Natasha? Charming. And my niece, Sonia. Charming.
Compared to you, they look pale and wan.
Mama, look. There's Countess Besucher. Isn't she beautiful? An imperial prince is head over heels in love with her.
And he has no business to be. She's a married woman.
Natasha, look at that one.
Don't poison.
She's so plain, so absolutely plain, and she's got all those men around her. Boris! One of them's Boris Tibetskoy.
So it is.
Francis, Boris, Mama, we haven't seen him for years. Look, he's going to dance. Mama, everyone's dancing except us.
Have patience.
If only Nikolai were here.
Oh, now, children, don't worry. I'll dance with you both myself, if necessary.
We don't want you to dance with his papa. That's not the point. It's not the point at all.
Well, I'll ask someone to dance with me.
That would be awful. Oh, Mama, tell him not to.
Vera, what a lovely dress. Where did you get it?
Here in Petersburg, Alphonse knows a dressmaker. She's quite wonderful.
And how is the little nest?
It's now completely furnished. We intend to hold our first soiree next week. You're all invited, of course.
There's Boris dancing with that girl again.
Do you think he hasn't noticed us?
No, of course not. He'd have come over.
Perhaps he feels we're not as important in Petersburg as we are in Moscow.
My dear, what a thing to say.
Aren't you dancing?
No. Would you do me a favor?
What is it?
Well, I've just seen a young friend of mine here. I think it's her debut, and she's not dancing, and she looks very unhappy. Would you ask her for the next dance?
Where is she?
She's over there.
The Rostov girl?
Yes, you know her?
I called on her father to discuss some business.
Would you ask her for the next dance?
Of course. Count Rostov.
Prince Bolkonsky, how very kind. Do you remember my wife?
Of course, Countess.
My daughter Natasha, my niece Sonia.
I came over to ask your daughter if she'd do me the honor of dancing with me.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I would. Is there anyone else dancing except us and the Tsar?
No.
Is everybody looking at us?
They're certainly looking at you. When did you arrive?
Ages ago. I thought no one was ever going to ask me to dance.
You must have been hiding somewhere. But I would certainly have asked you earlier.
I was right in front. I saw you.
They were worried that no one would ask them to dance. They've never stopped.
Don't you think Bolkonsky is monopolizing her a little?
Well, what's the matter with that?
I'd like to see the young men get a chance.
On Natalie, how are you?
Yes, I was beginning to think you'd never notice us.
I only just saw you. I didn't even know you were in Petersburg. Hello,
Boris, my boy. Oh, stranger, you're so important.
You don't come to see us anymore, Boris.
Well, I don't have the opportunity, Aunt. The army's kept me away from Moscow for these 3 years. Is that Natasha with Bolkonsky?
You didn't recognize her, eh?
She's so grown up.
Had the room beneath yours, I couldn't help it.
So embarrassing.
No, it was charming. I kept asking your cousin to come and look at the moon with you. I listened to you for quite a while.
I shall be much more careful next time.
No, it isn't in your nature to be careful.
Boris.
Well, Prince, now that we're all here in Petersburg, I do hope you'll come over and see us.
Thank you. And I hope we may dance again later.
What do you think of your little playmate?
Well, she's grown so pretty.
I should hope so. I was such an ugly duckling.
Nonsense, you were nothing of the kind. Yes, Sonia.
Boris.
I can't get over how we've all changed.
Only outwardly, I hope. I like to think you're the same sweet children you always were.
Well, I must take my little chicks in the supper. Boris, will you come with us?
No, excuse me, Uncle, but I promised to take Julie Karagina.
Remember us to Julie.
Yes, I will.
We were very sorry to hear about her brother's death. Seems so sad one can only inherit money as a result of death.
Well, we'll see you later then. The night's still young. Come, come.
If you will wait here, Prince, I will tell my master you're all right.
No, on second thoughts.
Don't bother, I'll just leave my card. Good morning.
Good morning.
I was just passing, I thought I'd call.
Nobody's up.
I'm embarrassed. I had no idea it was so early.
They're all asleep.
Of course. It was thoughtless of me. You must have got home very late.
It was almost 5 o'clock.
How did you manage to rise so early?
Oh, I couldn't sleep. I was so excited. Wasn't it wonderful?
The ball? Yes, it was very pleasant.
Oh, I thought it was wonderful. But then you've been to so many, I suppose.
Quite a few. But I thought that was one of the more enjoyable ones.
Oh, I'm so glad. Because I thought it was wonderful. Wouldn't you like to sit down?
I think I should go.
Oh, they'll have told my father you're here by now. And anyway, they ought to be up. It's such a beautiful morning. Did you come to see my father about something?
To be frank, I have no excuse except I enjoyed the company of your family last night. How long will you be in Petersburg?
A few weeks.
Ah. Well, then it'll give me the opportunity to... You know, you're quite enchanting.
What a lovely thing to say.
It wasn't right, I'm sorry.
No, please don't spoil it. I won't hold you to it, even if you change your mind tomorrow.
Ah, Prince, I'm sorry we were late.
So please don't apologize. I'm embarrassed already. I was saying to your daughter, I had no idea it was so early.
Never. It's us who are late, so we're not the earliest risers after last night. Do sit down. I've ordered some breakfast.
No, please. I won't stop. I'm on my way to a meeting with the Minister of War.
Oh, but surely, won't you...
No, please. Give my regards to your wife. Goodbye. I'll call again if I can.
What a strange chap. What on earth did he call for? Well, I better tell your mother.
Papa! He said I was enchanting.
So you are, my dear, so you are. Everyone says so.
What is it, this effect she has on me? I could weep. For what? For Lisa? For past love? For lost illusions? I don't know. When I look at her, she makes me feel as if my life is not yet over. Pierre was right. In order to be happy, one must believe in the possibility of happiness. Ah, that's it. She makes me believe. She makes me believe in the possibility of happiness. Yes, that's it. That's why I could weep. Weep.
Lovely, Natasha. I've never heard you sing it so well.
Bravo, my dear, bravo. Well, Prince, wasn't that lovely?
I've kept you all so late.
Oh, please don't apologize. It's been a pleasure. Hey, my love?
Oh, the prince knows he is welcome at any time.
Good night. And thank you for more than just the song. Beautiful though it was. You've all been very kind. No, please, don't get up. I know my way out well enough by now.
Oh, Mama, please don't ask me questions. Not now.
So busy?
No, I was just going over the transactions of our last lodge meeting.
You have guests?
Helen has guests. She has become a brilliant hostess, haven't you heard?
I'm not keeping you.
No. I left them an hour ago. They look on me as some kind of eccentric lodger she had to take with the house. Let them. She has become une femme charmante, as spiritual as she is beautiful. People sit at her feet and listen to the wise and witty sayings that drop from her lips. I never cease to be amazed at the stupidity of man.
You're not happy, my friend.
Who is happy? I tell you, Andrei, life is a puzzle. I find great comfort now in Freemasonry, but something is missing.
It is you I have to thank for reminding me of the possibility of being happy.
Oh, did I do that?
Yes, about a year ago, you came to see me at Bogucharovo, full of your new Freemasonry. You said I wasn't alive, that I must learn to live again and love again.
Yes, I remember.
I am in love, my friend.
Yes, I think I know with whom. With Natasha Rostova, is it not?
I would never have believed it. Well, of course, who else could it be?
Of course, who else?
I never thought this intensity was in my range of feeling. I loved Lisa, but I'm in torment and agony, and I wouldn't exchange it for anything in the world. What's the matter?
Nothing.
Forgive me, I had to talk to someone, and here I am prattling on about how happy I am while your own life is...
Yes, yes. I envy you the feelings that you have inside you at this moment. I'm glad for you, too. You believe that? She's a treasure, that girl, a rare spirit. She is life. She's all life. You can hear it in her voice. You can see it in the way she walks and dances. That boundless zest for living, the spring bubbling up from the earth, virgin, clear and unclouded. The life force, the vital spirit it dims in so many of us.
You've known her a long time.
Yes, a long time.
Do you think I should marry her?
Yes, yes.
I'm too old for her.
Just marry her. There'll be no happier man on earth, of that I'm sure.
Huh? But what of her?
She loves you, I know.
Oh, don't talk rubbish.
She loves you, I know it.
If only you were right.
I am right. Ask her. You'll see.
Oh, so now you want to talk at this hour?
Yes.
Couldn't it wait until morning?
No. Come and lie down. Here. Well, what do you think?
About what?
Oh, you know about what? About him.
Prince Andrei?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know what to think. What did he talk to you about tonight?
I can't remember. Everything he says to me goes out of my head the minute he said it.
Well, he's not the only one you don't listen to.
Oh, honestly, Mama, I'm in a daze when he speaks to me. Oh, wait. He asked me where we were going to spend the summer. And he asked me about Boris.
Boris?
Vera told him we were sweethearts when we were children.
She would.
But he only laughed. And anyway, he's so different from Boris. Boris is narrow like the dining room clock.
What nonsense.
No, he is. Can't you see? Narrow and pale grey. Now, Bezukhov is blue. Dark blue and red and square. Oh, stop it. Oh, stop giggling, Mama. I'm serious.
You flirt with him, too.
No, I don't. Not since I found out he was a Freemason. But Prince Andrei, he's white and silver. And he shines in the sun.
Like a knight.
Well, why not?
I don't know.
Do you think he's in love?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Oh, I knew you'd say that. I think so, too. It's as if it all had to happen. His coming to Petersburg while we were here, our meeting at the ball, everything. It just had to happen.